The first thing that I want you to think about when it comes to your pediatric board review is intent. Not your intent, but the exam intent. I'm going to share a huge insight with you that I doubt anybody has ever talked to you about. Every year, smart pediatricians fail the boards, not because they're bad doctors, but because this exam acts differently than the exams you've taken before. It tests different things than what you see on a day-to-day basis, and the intent is different. And if you don't recognize that early in your board prep season, the results can absolutely blindside you. My name is Dr. Ashish Goyal. I'm the founder of Pediatrics Board Review, and if you're here, it probably means that your boards are hanging over your head. You might be confident, nervous, or you might just be flat out scared. But wherever you are, I get it. So keep listening because I'll explain what I mean by exam intent and how it quietly and unknowingly raises every pediatrician's risk of failing, and how this all ties to the types of resources that you have available to prevent that. Now, let me give you a little bit of perspective on who's talking to you. I'm a double-boarded physician, but when I took the pediatric boards the first time, I failed. I did what most of us do. I bought big resources and tried to read everything, and I thought it would all magically come together on test day the way that it had before, but this time it didn't. I saw within 15 minutes of the exam that the content of those big resources, the breadth, and the way they just throw a ton of information at you that you're actually supposed to try to learn, like the other resource that you might be thinking about right now, which has literally over 1,000 pages, is completely out of line with what the pediatric boards expect of you. And those resources, are they capable of producing a pass? For some people, yeah, but for most, it's an uphill battle. After I failed, I completely changed my approach. I simplified the content. I focused on repetition that's otherwise impossible with the other resources out there. And I completely changed how I approached board style questions for the first time in my life, and my score skyrocketed. It jumped up by 40%. I did so well that the American Board of Pediatrics asked me to write questions for them after they had failed me the year before. And since then, through PBR, I've helped thousands of pediatricians pass on their first attempt, like I wanted to the first time. And that structure, the guidance, it all just makes sense. And because it makes sense, I've been able to help pediatricians who the world would have just written off, like people who had previously failed 5, 7, and 9 times, like Dr. Pablo Chagoya, who actually passed on his 10th attempt, and they wished that they had started with Pediatrics Board Review. So when I say that I know better than anyone in the country how to help you pass and do it without a lot of pain and anxiety, I am not kidding. And I truly do want you to pass. When it comes to the ingredients, most pediatricians come to us with one belief: if I just find the right stuff, the right things to study, the content, I'll be fine. Content absolutely matters, guys, but it's only one part of the triad. After years of doing this, I keep coming back to 3 pillars that make or break you. And pillar number 1 is content. That should be high yield material that you can realistically finish and repeat to actually remember it. Because without repetition, you will not master the content. Pillar number 2 is strategy. It's definitely test-taking strategy, meaning how you read, process, and eliminate answer choices on artificial patients in an artificial environment. But it's also about how you strategically approach all aspects of a high-quality board prep season. And there are so many little nuances that when you put them all together, they can dramatically optimize your board prep experience to get you a pass. Pillar number 3 is about commitment and structure. It's about having a realistic plan based on your busy life and having the accountability to go through that plan. If you only focus on one of these pillars, you can work really hard and still miss the mark. Now, here's the part almost nobody talks to you about clearly. So what is the purpose of the board exams that you already took back in medical school and residency? Why are the pass rates for those exams so high? Well, the reason is because we need more doctors, and those exams are meant to weed out the people that are unfit to carry that title. If you just do okay, even if you just kind of scrape by, they're okay with that. But what about specialty and subspecialty exams? Why do so many more pediatricians fail those exams? According to the American Board of Pediatrics mission statement, their mission is focused on, and I quote, certifying pediatricians who meet standards of excellence. I hope that you assess your risk profile, and I really hope that you follow the plan that was created with you in mind by somebody who has truly thought about how to help you pass more than any other pediatrician on earth. And if you're watching this on the PBR website, go through the risk calculator and find your path. If you're watching it somewhere else, just head over to pediatricsboardreview.com/risk and get started now. The earlier, the better. And if you have any questions that you think my team, who cares just as much as I do for our members, or I can help you answer, reach out. go to pediatricsboardreview.com/contact, and you'll find out why our members love us as much as we love them. Thank you guys for listening. My team and I are here to support you no matter where you are in this journey, and we want to be here to celebrate your pass when you get it with our support.